then Nipsey comes out. And sometimes I say with my murder unit guys, sometimes, you know, those are my brothers. But I wonder sometimes, me being famous and them being my brothers, did I hurt or add on?
No, Nip helped. Nip,
okay.
Well, because you got to remember at that time, the only person who was hot in L.A. at that time, even, was Game.
Yeah.
And then, L.A. is a blue city. In fact, it's not a red city. It's a blue city.
Right.
It's always been more Crips in L.A. Than anywhere. L.A., Compton, Watts, all the way through.
Right.
But the thing with Nip was, what made y'all, what you see with Nip, but you didn't realize it, is Nip is the only one that came out that didn't claim a part of the city. Snoop was Long Beach, Dre was Compton, J-Rock was Watts. They was all claiming like different parts of LA. Right. We came out and said the hood only. It wasn't nothing else. Right. And I was Crenshaw. I'm Crenshaw. Right. Like when you see the Crenshaw, that's really me. Right. Nipsey is Slauson boys. Like Nipsey record label was Slauson. He got Slauson on his back. Right. Everything about Nipsey was all Slauson. I went to Crenshaw. Nipsey never went to Crenshaw. So when we came out, I had to find something as a manager to make your artist connect. So we needed something that would make him connect to the hood, because all this music was all about the hood. If you know, all of his early music was really about banging. It was Bullets Ain't Got No Name, Shoot the Block Up, Run and Shoot 'Em. It was all of that. Ooh. And then in the beginning of this shit, I had to go and look at all his music, look at all the videos, and make sure we wasn't dissing nobody. If you remember all his early videos, his first videos, I directed them. I directed them. I got I'm in all those credits. Because it was my job, me as somebody trying to put something out that would connect to the city that everybody would respect. And I respected all these dudes, Bloods, Crips, Mexicans, and everybody else, because I just did 13 years with these dudes. So I wasn't gonna do 13 years with niggas and then come home and change up. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I just walk with you niggas and yard with you niggas.
They said you united the yard.
Yeah, that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? No, real talk. Real talk. I did shit in prison had never been done before. I had a big ass Juneteenth day where we had all the blacks from every set, big ass eating. I taught classes in that motherfucker, man. I taught psychology classes. I taught classes and that motherfucker really fucked me up, because I started really studying dudes and really seeing like a lot of niggas just gang banging us in jail, been molested, been I don't want to say it, but been molested, been hurt, been feel like nigga like gang banging is a defense mechanism in a lot of sorts. On shit that happened to motherfuckers when they was younger. And they're like, it ain't gonna happen no more. Now I'm a man, I got a gun, I'm finna fight against this. So I used to teach classes on the yard. You know what I mean? So when I came home, I just did 13 years with these niggas. I'm not gonna come home and add to gang banging. So when I went to go get my artists after being with Suge and them, studying all them, and getting me a little bag, it's time to go do me. So I found Nip. And I'm like, damn. So they didn't want to fuck with Nip. And they didn't want to fuck with Big U. Because Big U was the thug, he was with Suge and all this shit. My name is getting in buildings before I do. Wow. So then I went and got Steve Lobel. Right. I said, I got a white Jewish boy. He was dating my wife's niece, Steve was. Wow. And that's how I know Steve Lobel. Wow. And I bring Steve on as my face card. Right. And then I shoot Steve in there. And we go to all the different labels, man. We went to Jermaine gonna get mad, Jermaine. We did come to you, but Jermaine wasn't the one that turned us down. He said, wow. Yeah, we went to everywhere, man. I seen him on the documentary too. Yeah. Ty Moskowitz gave us a month, booked us out a month to record. Suge gave me some recording time for Nip. You know what I mean? Right. And all these dudes was helping me.
Suge gave you money
Suge Knight? Yeah, you gotta remember I just left. Suge was still home. And Suge was like, he was helping me. You know, that's my guy. He was like, you want to sign him? I'm like, yeah, all right. Suge gave me recording time for Nip, gave me beats, gave us producers. Yeah, Suge did that early out. Wow. And so then me and Marty Marl, Jamal Rashid, started a company called Blue Magic Music Group. We signed Pooh Bear, we signed 1500,
Wow.
We did Lupe Fiasco album.
And for the raw old Justin Bieber shit, right?
Yeah. You gotta remember, see, this is stuff that people don't know I was doing at the time. I had Lupe.
And you also met Harry O in jail.
Yeah, I met Harry O in jail.
So
1,500.
Oh, what is it?
So I really don't, like, people don't know. I gave 1,500 their first deal ever.
Wow.
You know what I mean? The first deal they ever had that came from me.
Wow.
I did game shoe deal.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I managed V Rains. Just all the shit that I was doing.
Managed V Rains?
Yeah, I managed V Rains. Even to this day, I booked V Rains. But what I'm saying, and when we came with him, it was a major fight. Steve got us through the door. I had to go get a white boy and a Jew to get us through the door.
I heard you say in the documentary that they didn't come get you when the Bagel?
Yeah. So we was on tour, and my partner who Winnebago it was, who let us get it, was on the run.
Right. For 12 years.
12 years. His wife's name was Stacy. My wife's name was Stacy. So when I registered the mobile home in my wife's name, they thought it was him, his wife. Right. Feds hit us everywhere we go. We thinking it's just normal hip hop shit.
Right.
We hit Portland, they hit us. We going up through Oregon. We get all the paperwork. They took the motherfucking radiator cap off, took the motherfucker apart, stuck us in, I can't remember where we was for 3 days. They took the motherfucking, scanned it from the router to the tutor, found what they wanted on it, put it back together, gave it to us. I flew back home. When I fly home, we get hit. I get hit at home. They hit 21 people. They think they got him. Anyway, make a long story short, he ended up turning himself in, take the case off all of us. He get life, right, for the drugs. Right. When that shit happened, my team is acting weird. So I'm looking at Steve, I'm looking at Nip, man, get a paperwork from Sony so they can see that we leasing all this shit. They acting weird. So, me, I'm still kind of like, hey, I'm hot, hot and heavy, but I'm like, I can't fuck with y'all. Right. So you never see me on the tour no more.
And that's when the problem was
No problem never happened. Okay. We didn't have a problem.
Okay.
Wasn't nobody making no money.
Right.
It was no money. We never had a problem. I just left.
Right.
Then when I decided when my son come home from college, he want to do music. Right. So I'm like, okay, when we get the equipment, we're going to put it somewhere where we can all get to it. Right. That's when they got upset. Right. And he made the song. I don't rap,
that song never came out.
It did come out.
It did come out?
It did come out. It wasn't never pushed as a song, but it came out. And I don't rap, I scrap. And this is my neighborhood, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is my land. This is my piece of rock. I fought for this nigga. I ain't gave this up. I'm still here every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it goes with what we was talking about. The documentary. Like her, like him, like you got a bunch of young niggas who only heard of Big U.
And they only heard of that rumor too, that you and Nip had a problem.
We never had a problem up to that. And that problem
on the documentary, they actually, the conspiracy theorists said Big U had something to do with that or whatever. That's why the first question I asked you was about the other shit, because I wanted to knock that out early, but now we're circling back, so continue.
Yeah, and so he made the diss song, we get into the altercation, we go to jail. When his brother get out, that 2 days later, we meet at the African restaurant, because they African.
Because they keep saying that there was an actual fight. There wasn't no fight.
I mean, it was, come on, man, come on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All right,
yeah. It would take 5 or 6 of my little nephew to deal with me. Right. And on the doc, they say that I'm pretty good. I'm 54 and I still, demonstrate. Yeah. But anyway, I love my kids. It's just a fact. Right. But it's over that night. It's over 2 days night. It don't go nothing. Right. Can't nobody really see me in my city, in my town. Right. Because I'm going to go myself if it come to that. Right. I don't need no nigga to do nothing for me. Right. So we ain't got no beef. Right. Period. We never stopped talking. Right. We didn't go 2 days with nothing. Right. We didn't have nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Right. All the way up until he signed a deal with Atlantic Records. He called me and said, let's go.
Celebrate.
Where the fuck is the beef at? Right. He fly me to New York. Right. I'm in the fucking video. Right. I'm in his video. What is it? Ain't no rap niggas. The first song off of Victory Lap.
Right.
I am the nigga who promoted Victory Lap on my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Right. All these weirdos who told me who became Nipsey fans, they weren't promoting this shit. Right. I'm the one promoting that. Right. I went and did 5 days in the studio recording for the mixtape that was gonna come out after that.
Let's go.
You don't hear me though. So where are these rumors coming from? Wow. It's just niggas using his name and his death to make some money. Wow. And then the rest of the ignorant people falling off of that. You know what I mean? How you gonna have that and you got a man in jail but still in. Then it was a conspiracy. What the fuck is a conspiracy? Yeah. They clearly had a conversation. They clearly was beefing. They clearly grew up together. And it's a nigga I never seen before. I never met him.
Really?
No, I ain't never met City. You gotta remember, we at any given time, we may have 1,500 homies throughout this on the streets. Maybe be 5,000 or 6,000. Wow. But if you got 15, I don't know all these young niggas. I'm 54. I don't know with niggas that's 25, 26, 27. That ain't my squad. Right. You know what I mean? Nigga, I don't know these youngsters. Like, I don't know all the youngsters in New York. I don't know all the niggas in Atlanta. But I still get they shit, though. You know what I'm saying? I have never met the kid. Never met him. But you know what? You put the shit at Big U table. Why don't you go put it at the table of the motherfuckers who know him?
Facts.
Put it at the motherfucking table who the people who ran with him. And put it at the table of the motherfuckers who got Nipsey's bag now. Put it at the table who ran the motherfuckers trying to shift the shit to somewhere else. Don't put it in my table. I ain't got no bag.
Facts.
I had nothing to gain. He was my nigga.